guys, so today I'm going to be doing this tag that I came up with, and a little bit of backstory for the tag. I basically just wanted to ask the question if anyone else listens to music when they read, so that's one of the questions on here. That's why I made this entire tag. And so I just have about 10 questions that are all about books and reading, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can do this tag too. You don't have to be tagged by me, but I will tag some people. They'll all be down in the down bar like they always are. And so yeah, let's just get right on into these 10 questions. So the first question is, where do you buy your books? Online, in store, independent, or chain? For me, I usually buy my books on Amazon. That's like probably the biggest place that I buy my books, is I don't really have like a Barnes & Noble or something. Or I will go to the independent bookstore that is kind of like about 45 minutes away from me, kind of near where I go to school, and so I'll go there if I need to go buy a book. I really like buying books from there, mostly because they're full price. More money goes to the independent store, more money goes to the author, and so that's like a really big deal for me, and so I do like shopping at the independent bookstores. Or I'll just get it on Amazon, or I also love library sales. Library sales are the bomb, and the library gets the money, which is also good because then that means they can buy more books, and I love it. I love library sales. They're so awesome. The second question is, do you buy your books or do you check them out from the library? So for me currently right now, I've been loving the library. Like, I've just been checking out so many books from the library, but I have to kind of keep an eye on how many books I'm checking out and when their due dates are, because I'm really bad at sticking with due dates. Like, I will completely forget about turning in my books and just miss the due date. And then before you know it, I owe a crap ton of money to the library, which is fine. I always pay off my library fines, but it hurts my wallet. The third question is, do you like reading series or do you like reading standalones? And so for me, I used to really like standalones. Like, I was watching a video from like maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and I was really surprised that Six of Crows wasn't going to be a standalone, and I was just like, I didn't know that when I bought that book. And so I don't know why I just didn't like series before, and now I'm just like so into series. I love reading series. I love getting to follow characters throughout multiple books. Like, I don't even care how big the series is. Like, if it's too big, then I probably won't try and do it unless I'm like really interested in the actual like content of the book. But for the most part, I love series. I love duologies. Like, I am like so obsessed with duologies ever since Six of Crows and then The Crown's Game. I absolutely love those two duologies, and I would love to read more duologies, and I think that's like the best like type of series. It's just 2 books. Like, 2 books is perfect, but I will read like more than 3, that's fine. Number 4 is, where do you like to read your books? Do you have a go-to place or can you read them anywhere? And for me, I mostly read in my bed, and I like to read lying down. So in my bed and lying down is usually my favorite place to read. But I also like reading outside, like sitting at a park or even at a baseball game. I read Eliza and Her Monsters during my brother's baseball games. Like, that was like the only place I was reading that book. So I can read basically anywhere, but I really prefer reading in my bed. That's usually my favorite place to read. Number 5, do you listen to music while you read? And for me, this is an obvious answer because this was like the one question I really wanted to answer. And the answer is yes, I love listening to music while I read books. A lot of people think that's really weird. Like, my brother was like, how can you listen to music when you're reading a book? And for me, I'm just like, I've always done that. Even when I was little, when I was like 8 years old reading, I had to be listening to music. It's just some weird thing that it has to happen. I always have book playlists. I always have certain like artists that I have to listen to for certain types of books. Like, for contemporary, it's usually Taylor Swift. Like, she's usually my go-to for contemporary. And then like for like something that's more dark or like even fantasy related, it'll be something like London Grammar or even like John Williams. So like, I like to listen to a lot of different types of music when I'm reading. So it has to go with the mood though. It has to. Number 6, what is the genre you most reach for? And for me, this has changed like like incredibly ever since I started reading and then till now. I mean, I started reading when I was like 5, so, but I mean, like from like 2 years ago or even 3 or 4 years ago, like I think that like 4 years ago it was like mostly dystopian, and then even before that it was mostly contemporary. So now I'm definitely more into like fantasy. I'm trying my best to get into sci-fi. Like I really want to get into sci-fi, but it's a work in progress. But fantasy is usually my biggest go-to, or historical fiction. Those two are like the big genres that I reach for. Number 7. What genres do you tend to stay away from? And this is kind of a complicated question, mainly because like I will try any genre. Like I'm not gonna like discount a book just because of the genre. Like that's just not me. But mostly this isn't a genre, but it is a type of book, and I don't really like to read adult fiction. Like I have been trying my hardest. Actually, that's a lie. I don't try very hard because I just don't like it. I just don't like adult fiction. It's just, I don't like the writing. I don't like the characters. It's never accessible to me. I can't, like, I'm not mentally on that level of, like, it's just too deep. It takes itself too seriously. I would much rather just stay away from adult fiction. I also don't write adult fiction. I write young adult fiction, so it's just kind of like, it doesn't really make sense for me to read a lot of adult fiction. I just don't like it, and I try to stay away from it. And yeah, you will not find me in the adult literature section. It's just not gonna happen. Number 8, what genre would you like to read more of? So for me, I would like to read more sci-fi. I'm really, really trying to get into sci-fi. I'm currently reading The Empress of a Thousand Skies, and I'm really enjoying it, but it's kind of confusing, and I'm getting a little mixed up, and it's too much, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try to read more sci-fi. I don't know, we'll see. It's something that I need to read more of though. Number 9, do you read the book before you see the movie? So when I was growing up, my mom, if she knew that a movie that I wanted to go see was a book first, she would make me go read the book and then take me to go see the movie. So that happened with Aquamarine. I ended up reading the book and then going to go see the movie. That happened with Ella Enchanted. I had to read the book before I saw the movie. Thankfully, with both of those books and movies, I actually really loved the books and I loved the movie, so it was okay. But now I'm kind of just like, either I'll read the book or I'll just go see the movie. It's just like, if I like the idea of a book but I don't actually want to read it, I will just go watch the movie. It's fine. Not a big deal for me. So for me, it's like, meh, I'm not too like strict on that anymore. It's not really a big deal for me. And the very last question, number 10. What is your favorite book to movie adaptation? So for me, this is a really easy answer, but it's also a very difficult answer because I like a lot of book to movie adaptations, but I haven't always read the books to those book to movie adaptations. Because like I really like Anna Karenina. I love that movie. It is so amazing, but I haven't read the book. And then I really like Nicholas Nickleby, but I haven't read the book. I've only seen the movie. And I love Great Expectations. Oh my god, that movie. I love that movie so much with Jeremy Irvine and Holiday Granger. I love Holiday Granger. She is just my favorite. I love her so much. Anyway, so I guess my favorite book to movie adaptation that I've actually read the book and I've seen the movie would totally 100% be Little Women. I love every adaptation of Little Women. There's not an adaptation I don't like. I love it so much. I mean, my favorite one is obviously the Winona Ryder adaptation, but I will take any of them any day, any time of the week. But yeah, I love Little Women. I read the book. I have the like really pretty penguin edition. I think it's the penguin edition. I'm actually not sure, but I do have the really pretty edition. So I love Little Women. It's the best. It's also a really great musical, so there's that. Alright, so that was my books and reading tag, and I hope you guys actually do this video. That would be so, so, so cool. Like, I'm serious. I tag every single person watching this video to make this as well. And you don't have to make it a video either. You can totally put it on your blog or something. Like, that'd be great. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, and if you did, remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also click that little bell symbol right next to the subscribe button, because then you'll be notified whenever I actually upload a video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video.